All right, all right. Hello, my friends. Here we are, day 26. How's it going? All right, so we had a busy week last week. It has been a bit overwhelming. The process to up into last week has been pretty phenomenal. Everything has gone really smoothly with the move and our first week here. And unfortunately, I have these expectations in my mind that I believe I should be further along in my unpacking journey. So I am reminding myself often to just extend grace to myself. And I have called upon my prayer warriors to be praying for me and with me because I certainly need it. And I don't know about you, but I find that when I get really busy or I get really overwhelmed, all of a sudden I realize a couple days go by and I start to feel this sense of anxiety, this sense of overwhelming. And I often will notice like I have not been spending enough time with the Lord. I jump out of bed and I just jump into my to-do list, or I'm so exhausted that I'm waking up later than usual, waking up groggy, and then just kind of rolling through my day and missing that routine that I am used to. So, one of the things that I decided to do today was it was important for me to ask for help. And so that is what I wanted to talk about today, as far as if you have a lot on your plate, if you're juggling a lot, if you're feeling that also that sense of overwhelm, if there's something that you can unload on somebody else, then I would encourage you to do that. Years ago, I think my third hadn't even been born yet, and I was pregnant or just had my second, and I was still working quite a lot with our business, and I was working with my coach, Dr. Libby Adams. And I remember she would suggest to me anything that I could offload. For instance, letting somebody else clean the house. And I felt like, oh, no, 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 I can't do that. That's my job. I can do it. And I just felt this sense of, if I don't do this, then I'm not doing my job as a homemaker. And she helped me to see that it's really important that there is no replacement for mom, right? There's no replacement for wife, but there is a replacement, and a good one, for housekeeper. And so it took a little bit of time. We started with like once a month, and then we worked our way up to twice a month. And so that was really, really helpful. And that was hard for me at first because I had some mental block that I had to do it all. And if I wasn't doing it all, that meant that I was failing in some way. So my coach actually helped me overcome that. And so one of the things that I decided to do today was I needed to get stuff from Costco, right? And so instead of me running, 25 minutes or 30 minutes over to Costco, doing all the shopping and then the 20, 25 or 30 minutes back, I decided that I would pay the extra fee to have someone do it for me. And luckily through Costco, they just contract with Instacart and it's all taken care of. And so, yeah, I might pay a little bit extra, but it takes care of all of that. And so we were able to get everything done. Like with homeschool, we were able to get a little bit more done because I feel like we've been so far behind in homeschool because we just don't have our routine yet. So that would be my encouragement for you. If you're feeling stuck, if you're feeling overwhelmed, if you're feeling anxious, if you're feeling like I am, whatever you can offload, whatever you can seek help, I would encourage you to do that. And oftentimes that looks very different for different seasons, different categories. I was talking with somebody just recently, one of my clients, about just how important it is to ask for help, to seek mentorship. I am such a huge fan of having a mentor in every area that you can. And typically, if it's a mentor in your faith life, if it's a mentor in your business, if it's a mentor for like motherhood, whatever it is, like I really encourage you to seek that out. And if you're not quite sure what I'm talking about, or you don't know even how to go about that, I would love to support you in that. So feel free to reach out. And I've had several of you reach out just by sending me a message. If you comment and I don't respond for some reason, when you comment live, I'm not able to see it afterwards because I just haven't figured out how to save that. And so if you ever comment and I haven't seen it or I didn't respond, it's not because I didn't mean to, because I always would love to communicate with you and would respond to you if I could. And so be sure that you send me a private message with your questions or concerns or any way that I could support you. And if I don't get back to you for some reason, send it again. Or send me or comment or find another way to get in touch with me, because I respond to everybody. So if for some reason I'm not responding, it's because I haven't seen it for some reason, technology. So anyway, that is it for today, for day 26. We are wrapping up our 30 days in this journey. And just as far as our move to Texas, we're loving it. We, another storm is coming in. I was at Target today and the lady's like, stuff is overpicked because the storm's coming in. I'm like, oh, really? There's a storm? What is it, like, supposed to be a bad storm? And she's like, I don't pay attention. I'm like, well, like, if we hear of a storm in Montana, it means like a blizzard is coming. So like just a rainstorm or a thunderstorm, like I don't anticipate that requires, hoarding or, raiding the shelves. So that was interesting to me. I don't know if that's a Texas thing that I haven't been made aware of. So I don't know. But so far so good. We're really enjoying it. And I wish I just had some little elves to help me unpack stuff. And to be honest, like there's so much stuff still in boxes and it just overwhelms me because we've lived without it for over a year, probably a year and a half. And so part of me is just thinking I don't need to unpack it. I just need to let it go. So maybe you can relate to that. Like just so much stuff it can be so overwhelming. Living in Montana, lived a very minimalistic lifestyle and I actually loved it. So if you're like that, comment, share. I would love to just hear back from y'all and to know what is serving you and how I can serve you better. So, but that's it for today, day 26. We'll see you again tomorrow, God willing, for day 27. And tomorrow being Wednesday, I will be live also in Kingdom Talk Live, the after party, where I am one of the co-hosts of Kingdom Talk Live. And every fourth Saturday, we go live as Christian women. We talk about relevant topics that we are facing as Christian women, wives, mothers. And so I invite you to check that out. You can find that on Facebook. It's Kingdom Talk Live. And again, we go live every fourth Saturday. If you want more information about that, please send me a message so I can make sure that you get connected with that. It's so much fun. It's so much wisdom. I'm like the most humbled to be on the show because I often just call myself, hey, I'm just a mom. Like we have some incredible wise women that are also with me, part of the show. So check that out, and as always, follow on Living on Purpose over on Facebook. And if you need help getting connected in any way, please reach out. You can message me, you can comment. Again, the live comments, don't do the live comments. Even though I love seeing your live comments, they don't save for me for whatever reason. So keep it up, and I love you, and just let me know how I can serve you. I hope you're having a fantastic day. We'll talk to you tomorrow.